Hey guys, in this video I wanted to talk to you guys about our stay at Hilton Sedona Resort at Bell Rock. So if you're planning on taking a trip to Sedona to see the beautiful red rocks and enjoy the outdoors, this is a great hotel. I will say that this hotel is not in the shopping area. It's about a mile or two away from that shopping area. So if you're looking for something that is at the heart of where everything is at, this one is definitely not it. It'll take you about 10-15 minutes to get to the heart of the city. But overall, this was a pretty pricey hotel for what it was. And to be honest, it was a little bit more than staying at a hotel at Disney World, like one of the expensive ones. And so what I want you to be aware of, if you're going to pay that amount, you might want to stay in the heart of it. But if you want to stay where like the Bell Rock is and see that beautiful view, certainly this is a great hotel for that. As you can see, this is the lobby here, and on the left it kind of has like this map that's raised, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. That kind of shows you where all the vortexes are, also where the hikes are, and then also they have like a little eatery area. It's like a restaurant that you can get breakfast in, dinner, and lunch as well. And then there's also coffee in that space. And so they also do, right outside those doors there, they do marshmallow roasting, so you can make s'mores. But like they advertise that, right? But it is extra. It's like $15 a package. And when we were there, I was willing to pay for it, just because I know how the economics are today in this day and age. They didn't even have it in stock. They were out. And so that was kind of frustrating. But again, first world problems, right? And as you kind of walk through the lobby, it's very, very clean. We thought that, I mean, the service was phenomenal, aside from like just not having stuff in stock. Obviously that was kind of like a downer. They had a shop here as well that you can buy things that you may have forgotten. And again, it's generally overpriced, but it is a shop that you can buy like a few snacks here and there, and they have specific hours, so they're not open like 24 hours or anything like that. And then as you kind of walk through, there's like a conference area that I think people have conferences in, but then when you walk through those doors on the right, you'll find that that's where the pool is. And then at night as well, they have like a fireplace area where the fireplace is lit up. It's actually really, really cool, but you'll have to get there a little bit early so you can get seats, because mostly we went on spring break, and it was pretty much full, so we couldn't find a seat. And even if they had marshmallow to roast, you wouldn't have a seat because all of the areas with the fire pits would be pretty much taken. And so to get into the pool area, you have to have a pass. And so obviously you just use your room key. It's there's no additional charge there, but you can go in, and then they have towels there for you to use and borrow. And so if you go in there, you'll see that there's like a zero entry space that you can go into if you have kids who are smaller, who can't swim. They didn't have life jackets there, so just be aware of that. If you have a kid who can't swim, just make sure that you watch out for them. So they have that area. They also have a hot tub that's near the back, and you can only fit like 10 people in there. And then it also has a sign where it says like an adult has to be in there if you are a kid that's like 13 and under. So something to be aware of. And so what you want to do is just make sure that you are watching your kids at all times, because they don't have a lifeguard there. So, and it's just in the corner. So if you're sitting in one of those like seats, you are not going to be able to see your kids. And then also they have like awesome seating areas. And then when you go into the lobby, there's a lot of stuff that they can do there. I think they had a Connect Four big piece, and then as well as like chess that they could play. That's like oversized like chess pieces if you wanted to hang out in the lobby with your family, which I don't know who normally does that, but we normally don't do that, especially if you're in Sedona. So that's just something that you'll want to consider. And again, it is far away from things. Like I think if you walked about 100 yards or so, you could take a walk down to Rotten's Johnny Wood Fire Pizza, which is absolutely phenomenal. They have great pizza, and they also have beer and wine. It'll be a place that you'll definitely want to check out and eat at. And then overall, I would say that the Hilton in Sedona is like nothing to write home about necessarily. I mean, for the price. I'm like, if I'm looking at the price, it's like $1,600 for 2 days. That's like $800 a piece a night, and that's fitting 6 of us. So we've got 2 adults and 4 kids. So it's not bad, but it's not good either, if you guys know what I mean. I mean, like if I think about like some of the hotel stays that we have been able to fit our 4 kids in, we generally pay around $300-400, which is fine. But this is like kind of over the top, if I'm being honest. But overall, it was a very clean vicinity. The bedroom was great. It had a little kitchenette area. And then also had like a roll out bed that my 2 littles could sleep in. And the parking was great. I mean, we never had any issues parking. The location was okay, considering like we were really close to Bell Rock and Cathedral Trails, if you like those trails. But then if you wanted to go shopping and all that stuff, you do avoid all the traffic that surrounds like being in that heart of like the shopping area. But if you don't like that kitschy type stuff and you want to stay somewhere where it's like off the path, but it's not off the beaten path, the Hilton in Bell Rock, Sedona is great, but I think there are some better options as well. So if you guys look around Oak Creek Pub and Brewery and you see hotels around there, I would recommend staying there if you want to be able to look out your window, see people shopping, and then also potentially have like some better views of just the city vibe inside of Sedona. Go make sure that you look at hotels around that restaurant, and that'll give you a good sense of all of the different things that you can do. But overall, this was great. I mean, it was really quiet, and it wasn't too busy, and everything was clean, so no complaints except for how much it was, as well as the s'mores. But again, those are first world problems. If you guys have any questions at all, leave a comment below. I plan on adding more videos around like the hikes that we did in Sedona, as well as some tips and tricks on visiting Phoenix in Arizona as well.